I gotta start
All
it.
right. So I guess we can get started just kind of talking about the market in general. I think people keep trying to call the top on it, and I feel like we're kind of past that at this point. You'll definitely get some pullbacks, but when you have Apple like 11 points from all time highs, it's a little bit more than a bear rally to me. I mean, we could definitely head back down. No one ever knows what's going to happen, but it's just kind of futile to me to count on that, and I certainly wouldn't swing puts with that in mind or anything.
You see it as a do you see it as we've hit a bottom, um, or do you
Uh,
what do you see it as right now? What is your overall like? So you do see
yeah, I
the
mean,
bottoms in, bottoms in.
I think it's possible. Yeah, I think it's possible the bottom's in that the next dip might not hit that far, like that. I don't, you're not going to see Apple at 130 or
Sure.
135 again.
What do we got? I think we got 148 is kind of our pivot line.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
um,
and I mean, and you have some that really haven't moved yet, like Twillo. Twillo is a good example of this. So Twillo is sitting at $86, and it has, it's just kind of consolidating down in this range of
yep.
80 to 95 or something like that. And my lines on it aren't even until like 101, 105. That's where I used to play it. So I don't really have much for it down here, but I bring that up to say that, I mean, there are definitely stocks where that could hit a new low in just your typical red day pullback. So some of this tech that really hasn't moved yet, but something like Snow, and these are just some stocks I follow. Like Snow is one that I don't think you're going to see 114, 115 again on it. So like 132 or so kind of seems like the floor to me. So in that sense, yes, I think the bottom's in on a good number of these, and just the momentum you saw with like W Day coming off the bottom at 140. It's just it would take a significant negative catalyst to bring these back down, and I don't know that there's one out there. I mean, I maybe China invades Taiwan or something, um, but the Fed, I don't think the Fed will do it at this point.
Yeah, I
The
see.
markets digested a lot of that.
Yeah, I definitely see it as more of a mixed bag. I agree though, like the big names were. It's gonna take a lot to get Apple, stuff like that, the bigger names to even come close to where they were. Probably even the second tiers as well. A lot of people. It seems like that is where people, the growth stocks, people are actually putting money into. Um, but outside of those, the rest of the market, I feel like we kind of are just in a little relief rally. Maybe this last week really felt like shorts, closing positions. Um, but overall, I think it's more of a mixed bag right now. I totally agree. Like the secondary plays, like Baba is really interesting to me right now. Um, the one we just looked at 2 seconds ago, that's a great chart. Um, sorry, not Twillo. Was it Twillo? Twillo, great
Yeah,
chart. Great. I mean, those are and we kind of said that last week. Like the secondary names, you're not going to get the 5-star plays. It's the secondary ones. Matterport was a great example of that. Something with some good tech that a lot of people don't know, that has a lot of room left to grow. Um, and I think really, Pete, we've done a great job at that the whole time. I mean, no one talked about Malos in June and July. No one kind of
yeah,
talked about that being, kind of the area of support that's growing in July in the beginning, or in June and July, beginning of August, and um, we kind of nailed that. Like, this isn't new to us. We're not talking about the bottom this week. We've been talking about it for 2 months. Um, and I think that's very, very valuable because we've kind of traded around that. Um, I think you just have to be picky. I think that's where I'll end on that. Is I think right now you just kind of
Yeah.
have to be picky because some stuff um, isn't really worth a can of beans besides the hope. Um, Let me think of a good EV like Mullen. Mullen's probably a good example. Like, I wouldn't be, just because it's super cheap right now, I wouldn't be putting 20-40% of my portfolio in Mullen and thinking it's going to blow up like Tesla. Um, should it offer day trades down here? Yes, but in the right conditions, that also can go to zero. It really can. And understanding that and dividing your plays into companies that are going to make it no matter what, as opposed to companies that were just trading because of the technicals on the chart. And
Yeah, no, I agree. And like something like Piton finally moved, but it has kind of a short squeeze feel to me rather than like anchoring itself at some new level up here.
yeah, yeah, and I think shorts. I really think last week, just with the way the volume was, there wasn't a lot of volume. I think shorts that have had like the long shorts, the ones that rode it down from December, November, those guys are closing their positions finally. Seeing it come up off the bottom 50 to 100%, it's hitting their stop loss. They're going
Yeah.
to just take profit. So there could be a rotation of different shorts coming in now, right? Still seeing it as a good setup. But last week, it really didn't feel like there was like buyers in the market. It felt like people were covering positions.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
That's not bad. Don't think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
part of the process, right? Like, they
Right,
have to
right.
they have to cover and then buy, and then buyers need to come in, and it's kind of like that's how you go from a or a bear market to a bull market. The shorts leave and the bulls come back.
Yeah,
They both can't hang out at the same time. That's chaos. Um,
right.
that's like large volume chaos, and that just doesn't really happen. So that will happen in a microcosm. That'll happen on one stock around some news. That's when you'll see bulls and bears, and it's crazy. But to have the whole market like that is just not a thing. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
Sweet, sweet.
Uh, all right. So I got a list here, and we can go through that. So my first up is CSTM.
CSTM. These are all going in. I assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So CSTM. This is it's one of that aluminum stock that we talked about a couple weeks ago, and so what I have on this is let's see here. So I got sold puts at 13, and I've got some 826 to 15 and 16.
We got a 1676 or 17 on this chart from previous. Your volume profile is closer to 14 than 13, but nothing really in the way between those two numbers. Um,
Cool.
yeah, daily looks great. This is 13. This is aluminum, you said? Sorry.
Yep. Yeah.
Let's see. I do like those right now too. 13. Awesome. Awesome.
All right. So next up for me is EGO. And it's a gold stock. Um,
Ooh.
I got 1021 9C.
Yeah. That's your 3 year. Do you have anything on the floor?
Let's see here.
mean, we can trust this 550, but there's not much there. Is why I ask. There's just nothing there. Let me go bigger.
Yeah, yeah.
What's this back here? 4.5.
Yeah, 819 7p.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like this. And we can just play it off that 5 level, 550, 5 level. I like it. This is gold.
Yeah, they are mining, development, and exploration of gold. Turkey, Canada, Greece, Brazil, Romania, Serbia. So
I
international.
I read that. And we'll save it for after we get through this. But I read that miners are going to be huge as well as metals. Um, so it's interesting that's your first two plays, in my opinion. That I was kind of
Yeah,
looking at that, and then your first two plays are right up that alley.
yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, so next up for me is WoW, Wide Open West, and I think that this just kind of it just keeps popping up for me, and what's seeing here. Yeah, so sold puts at 20 is kind of
Jesus.
the main thing. So if they're going to try to set that as a spot for it, easily could go $22, $23 from here.
Where's the float at? 87. Yeah, this could get moving. You're at that all time high thing again, which is what 23, 24, 24.
Yeah.
But your volume profile is like 22 on the 1 year. This has been all up. This has had such a great year. Someone likes it.
Yeah, for sure.
20, 24. Share side, it feels. I don't want to. I'll use that one, but it's kind of like the monster, right? We're at that top. It's just real hard to find anything above 24 for me.
Yeah.
But I would be with a strong flow read on my end. Like if you can get the 19s, if it offers that ever, take them because then you have the more of the range.
Right. Right.
So I like it though. I like it, especially on the option side. Are these cheap?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Why did that not go up? Wow. 2 seconds. Yeah, these are like 15 cents.
Yeah.
Sweet. Digging it. Wow. And
All right.
they're tech. Sorry, they're tech, aren't they? What the
fuck? Yeah. So they're like some kind of broadband, like high speed data.
Okay.
Is their bag.
Interesting.
All right. So next up for me is Chef.
Chef Warehouse. I did see this.
And let me see here what I got.
Pop something down.
Yeah. Okay. So I have some 916 at 35, which is pretty much in the money, but a lot of volume on that. And 916 40C as well. And then 1021 40C.
39 stands out. And then 35's volume profile on the 1 year. Another one up at the highs again, which is 42. But this spent a lot of time at 40. What, month ago?
Yeah.
Kind of third time at this level. Yeah, I like this back to the upper 40s. Or excuse me, upper 30s. This kind of seems like the one, like that move pays those contracts, right?
Oh
Like
yeah, yeah,
doesn't
for
have to
sure.
doesn't have to go in the money, but just even this getting back to like 38, those 40s are going to be doing okay.
Yeah, yeah, you'll look at like 60, 80% on those just on that move.
30, perfect.
All right, so next up for me is UUUU.
Uranium.
Yep, familiar one. And so 1021 10C is what stands out to me on this. That is a contract that's a 100% bullish, 40K in volume, single buyer, but there's enough flow around it to, I think, justify that. So yeah, so I think we could see a big push on uranium coming up.
We had 523 to 650. We're kind of confirming that 650 here. That would still be the level I would play off of. Um, the 10 is totally the biggest shelf. On the 1 year, 8.5 kind of stands out. That's where I'm going to put my line because it's enough range from here um, for 8.5 for this to be playable. I love this stock though. This and UEC are really great. Um, they're good plays,
Yeah.
especially when those sectors heat up. They're just easy to play.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. All right. So next up for me is Bitfarm, BITF.
Really? That's a little guy too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Two
So it hit
bucks.
$2. And just kind of see this with some continuation potentially. Leaps are kind of crazy, 15, and those are a dollar. So 12, 16, 15C is $1. So if you are the gambling type, it won't take much to double those. But and they can't go lower. I mean, they can go to zero. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So yeah, what whales do with a position like that, because it was that was the most popular contract on it on Friday, 10,000 in volume, whereas most of the other ones are like 3 or 2,000. So yeah, so they're not looking necessarily for a move to 15, but even if it moves to 3 or 4 in the coming weeks, those will go up to like $5 or something like that. But the realistic ones though, 819, 250C, 916, 250C, those stand out to me. So I think we're heading to 250, basically.
I could see that. It's real spot. This thing's real spotty under like 3. It's real hard to get a read under 3, but it's consistent after that. If we can get to the threes, it's the 3 to 6 channel is real good. But I mean that's light years away. I think 250 comes like Monday morning before we wake up.
Yeah.
Don't know how else to say that. So I would play this for me as a psychological level stock. I don't know what's going on here. There's something going on here. It had way too crazy of a Friday. Um,
Yeah, and it looks like they do have earnings. Yeah, the 15th pre-market, so that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, something's up there.
Yeah, so I mean, this could take off, and the early birds could scalp some momentum, and everybody else, especially on the option side, wait for things to settle a bit.
Yeah, that's nuts. I shouldn't have golfed Friday. I should have just played this one. Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus. Cool. Yeah, it just got a lot of volume out of. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
interesting. That's interesting. Okay. How did you find it? Can I ask how you found that? I'm just curious.
Just hits my filters for small caps, and
Ah,
yeah.
it's on my crypto list. That's why I ask. Right there.
Oh, nice.
There you go, everyone. If you want some crypto stocks, real degenerate ones, here they go, right here. Bam.
Yeah, right.
I got like 15 of them. All right, enough of that. Perfect. Good job. I like it. Good stuff, P.
And then next up for me is do we already? I don't know if we already had this Rocket RKT
I think we did. Let me look.
because we were just sort of like
I think.
all real estate was kind of our thing.
Yeah, it's on there. It's on there. Yeah, we did
Oh,
good
okay.
there. We did real good there.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of obviously got smashed, but it actually had a decent overreaction bounce on it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we can talk about that one later. But okay, so yeah, I can skip Rocket for now. Okay, so then this is one that I've been on. It's actually another blockchain stock, Cores.
Oh,
And I was
C-O-R-E?
Yeah, C-O-R-Z.
Yeah. Z.
And
Yeah,
so yeah, I was talking about this one. I can't even remember when it was. I guess I can look that up. Let's see here.
No, you were talking about it when it was on the bottom.
Yeah, and they were doing leaps.
Yeah.
To 3 actually, and the leaps seemed crazy, but they weren't.
Oh, these guys are Bitcoin too. Let me throw them on my list.
So yeah, the first time I got into it a bit was actually in April before it just, before it collapsed. I just sort of saw a few things there, and then in this more recent iteration, yeah, talked about it quite a bit in June. So anyway, so what I'm seeing here is that it's very likely. Yeah, so I've got 5C on it, 4C, and across a range of different explorations, leaps up to $9. And again, those leaps are looking for a move to 4 to 5, and not necessarily the full move to 9.
On every time frame, it's pretty thick to 4, but this thing, there's not much in the way after 4. Like I either see 6.5 or 9, especially if the volume stays in. That's always key. But this has range after 4. 2-4, it's kind of choppy.
Yeah,
I'm not seeing they beat ER, but this is a good setup because of the Bitcoin stuff. Like if Bitcoin went to 30, this thing could have a 150%, 200% move.
Yeah,
it really could. I wouldn't dismiss that 9P. I really wouldn't.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't.
Well, they're cheap. $15 for 9C 120.
If you, Bitcoin's the catalyst, obviously here. If you believe in Bitcoin, that's not a bad play. That's not a bad spot to put 30 to 150 bucks. It really is not.
Yeah, and yeah, as far as crypto goes, it seems like Ethereum's kind of outpacing Bitcoin a bit, but Bitcoin's still the one that sort of says what's what in all of crypto.
Yeah, it's just slower. The $25,000 coin.
Yeah, exactly. And then last up is a large cap I talked about. If there's still a large cap, I don't know. But, Twilio, so TWLO, and So what I'm seeing here, I do like the chart for one thing,
Yes.
but main thing stands out is 100C 819.
You mentioned
And then
you mentioned your old line of 105, 108's volume profile. I like that level a little bit more. Um, and then 96 to be honest. The 100 really doesn't do it here for me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think like if you're trading it, the safer play on it is to do the 916 100. And it's cheaper, and I mean you can hold it longer, I think, through some shaky spots. And a 100C for 819 would be kind of a pure lotto. And it's priced accordingly. It's only like $18, but there were a lot of them sold, so or bought, I mean. So it's definitely a bullish contract.
This fits Rite Aid, Tupperware, CCL even. It's literally sitting down here at the bottom of a channel, 80 to 85. Um, Real hard to predict the day it's going to move up off of this and continue, but it's just got that look to me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm with you.
I like it on the share side as long as you can get between 80 and 85. Yeah, love it.
Nice. All right. So then yeah, so that's it for my new stuff.
They're tech, correct?
Yes.
Of some sort. Oh, Kathy Woods. First name, yeah. Like an hater. All right, let's do our stand. I like our process that we've been going lately with chat, your stuff, hot list, my stuff. A little more chat. It's been working good. So
Yeah.
I think we got it down here. Start off with the regular old stuff. AA.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still just been a great move. Still pretty bullish on it.
It came off that line well. Do you have it to 60?
Let's see.
And that's the area I think it's going to, or it will need to make a decision in.
Yeah.
Anything more than that would make it more of a
65. So 916, 65 stands out.
Yeah, no, so this is still good to keep this around. Yeah, I'm keep down my notes. That one actually made my notes last week. I like the level. Twillo mention. You know, you get this bottom down here. You just kind of got to get a good spot in it before it comes up. Some take longer. AG.
All right, so AG. Let me see here.
We only had the one line, 819. We got right to it, kind of flipped it, it looks like, from support to resistance after the ER. It's holding that level well. If I would have to give another number, it'd probably be the 10 psych. 11 if we're feeling naughty, which is volume profile 3-year.
Yeah, I don't have much in the flow over 9 right now. A little bit of 12C leaps, but none of the near term stuff walking it up. Well, although I do have, let's see, I have 819 16C, which is kind of crazy. But I'm not seeing like that mid range stuff. I'm not seeing that. I mean, silver. Silver could be fine. There's nothing overwhelming in the flow at the moment, though.
All right, let's Oh, it made your move. I mean, we played the ER. I like it. Reminds me of AMRS already. Like, this could continue if you're playing it. Keep on it. But we got the move. Probably not for the hot list currently.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. AYU? AUY, sorry.
AUY? Yeah.
Dyslexic.
So, let's see here.
Middle of the channel for me, we had 450 to 528. There is range above 528 to 6. Gold feels lagging to me still, um, but it's the catalyst is there. We were at that 1800 all week last week, so and it's a material that's
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that.
There's some activity to 7 on it. Leaps mostly 6 and 7. So this one, when it starts getting going, tends to keep going. So I would think it probably will.
All right, let's keep it
Yeah.
long exposure. Bean.
Oh, let's see here.
I didn't read that report. Dang it. I hate this time of year where there's just so much ER to read.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite.
So Beam, yes, does have some flow to 20, 819 20C. I think that's definitely possible.
Is it A plus on your side or?
No, I wouldn't say that.
All right,
It's a little mixed.
all right, we'll move. BILI. Ran into our 2550. Um, Under it's decent, but kind of need a flow read above that to make sure we're going to get through it because it could stay under here.
Yeah,
Another weekly looking great, P.
916 30C is one that stands out.
Yeah, we should keep this. I think this just has a. This is what I'm looking for right now. This, what, 3 months. This is 317. So this pretty much the majority of the year it landed on this spot and it's been in this channel down here. Like
Yeah.
the weekly is so flat, and I think these are just a little behind. Like people are gonna buy Apple before they buy this. It's just what it is.
Right. Right.
Eventually, this will be seen as a value. Um, yeah. Or people, I guess people are gonna buy Shop instead of this, right?
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
that's probably a better example. And but this will get found as a value eventually, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What do you got? Strikes on this? Golly.
So I've got 916
55s.
30C. And then the leaps go up to 55.
55 were the leaps. Yeah, that's what my note was. I like that. BlackRock Coffee. It did what I wanted it to do. If there's more, we can hang out.
Yeah. So let's see here.
I think Pele's still in this too. We had
Got a 916 12C stands out.
Let's keep it. That's all I needed. I just think we get back in there somewhere, that 12-15 range. I really do.
Yeah.
The 1170, it was either 1170 or 1140. I'd have to look at my notes. Was like their secondary offering special thing that it wasn't public, that they sold a bunch of shares at like 1170. And I just can't see it staying under that forever.
Yeah.
Can came right off the 378. This was in my notes last week, right up to the mid fours. That's kind of what I've been playing. Is the upper threes to mid four range. But it is Bitcoin dependent. You need Bitcoin to be good for it to go. I don't know how it is on your side.
Yeah. So let's see here.
Like I said, it was in my notes last week. Big dub. It won't be in my notes this week unless we find something here. But this level, if you played it last week, I would stay on it. It's a very consistent level. You can see it on the weekly.
Yeah, I think it's pretty certain to go to 450 from here. I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's a decent move.
A plus.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, we'll keep it then. We'll just keep it as continuation. I like it. Again, 378's my level. It's almost bulletproof the last month. So, CGC.
Let's see here.
This was our bottom weed play. It's not on the bottom anymore. Came off our 220 level, 230 level. Pretty good. I think 250 was our last suggestion.
Yeah. So I'm looking at nothing crazy here. It's like 350C is kind of where the top is in the options right now.
Right,
there's some 5C for October, but not a lot yet.
Yeah, let's I have another one, so since we got a pretty good move out of this, we'll just switch if you're okay with that.
Okay. Yeah.
Chegg. I still got 30 on my end. We just came off. This is like Lemonade's little brother to me. You just buy them when they're in the teens. What are you even?
Yeah.
If you cannot trade, just buy like Lemonade, Macy's, X, and Chegg when they're in the teens, and sell them in the 20s, and just stare at charts until you can trade. And I'm not trying to be rude when I'm saying that. I'm trying to be simple because it's really that easy.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, so from here, there is a 102130C stands out there. So that definitely is one of interest.
Keep it?
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about right now is it's low volume, but who the hell besides Professor knew what Chegg was before we started trading it? Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody. So I think that the tech is not, I guess not tech. I think their business model is something that could be very useful, especially with the way society is. ChargePoint.
I feel good about the move.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Chewy.
Chewy, I think. Let's see here. Yeah, I think you could see Chewy have a lot more room here. 56 stands out. They're going as high as 85 in the leaps.
That 56 is on my end for sure. What'd you say your leaps were? 80?
Yeah.
God, this lines up too well. Is it A plus on your end?
Yeah, it's good.
We're gonna keep it. I hate keeping ones that are extended like that, but it's A on both of our ends. So, DNMR.
Very nice move on this one. So, kind of content with it. I mean, I think it could go to 6 or 750 from here. But yeah, I don't know. With a move like that, I'm not. I think we might get a little bit of a pullback, but it could have another day or two up for sure.
What do I have? I have 8 as a top end, and then we were playing the 390 level. Definitely kind of in the middle of the zone. 650 does stand out if it's strong, but if it's not strong, we can move on.
Yeah.
Okay. Eat.
Really nice, nice move here.
Yeah, we banged that one.
Yeah.
I didn't trade it, but it's everyday up stock.
Yeah.
35 was our top, and we're real close. I don't know what you have.
Yeah, 35 is pretty much where it goes in the options.
All right.
So
I'll call that a successful trade.
yeah.
ELY.
All right. So ELY 26 stands out. 27.
Yeah, I have 27.5.
Yeah.
It's just kind of in the middle of my zone here. If it's strong on your end, we'll keep it under continuation.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. Yeah, because it came off the 20 and a half level perfectly. Didn't really dip back that far through ER and took off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They have that Top Shot Golf. A lot of people don't know that, but that's who owns that is these guys. Um, and that's for me, that's going places.
Yeah.
Gatto, low key silver play.
All right. So yeah, Gato looking like got some room to 750 in leaps and 11.8 for 11.18 5C looks pretty good too.
The 5C is pretty much our line. 471. I want to see that definitely confirmed this week. There's range after that, so I like where the leaps are. This A plus in that regard.
Yeah, cool.
Go go. This eating this channel we have 1529 1767.
18C, 20C look good. 22C for September.
Got a nice higher low here. And we just got through ER. Let's keep it. Let's keep it.
Nice.
Option side. Gold. 18. And then 20 on my end.
Yeah, there's some definite contracts at 18 here for 120. 17, 819C looks strong. So it looks pretty good.
All right, I like the sector still. We'll stay in here. We nailed the bottom here so we can play with it a little bit. Hood.
Yeah.
You say something about this being an $11 stock?
Yeah.
Pretty sure you did.
Yeah, 12C, 1250C stand out.
Continuation. You want to keep it?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice call there. I do remember you. We was at 8 or 9, and you said this is gonna go to 11, and it pretty much happened next day or two. So Hertz.
Hertz. Let's see.
Kind of holding this 21 level last week or so, maybe 2 weeks even.
Yeah, so I got 2250 C, 25C as well.
Where was this at? This was at. That's a tough read. Your call.
Yeah, I'll probably pull it for now.
Okay.
And I got to step away for just 1 second.
You're fine. You're fine. Pause my video. All right, we're good to go. Hut.
Great move there, obviously.
Yeah, I golfed Friday, and it was in my kind of my notes when you get back by Hut sub 3 because it was kind of dipping out of ER, and I get back and it was already at like 340. I was like, well, I can't hold
Yeah,
can't hold that over the weekend. Um,
right. I this could very well go to 5. Would not surprise me to see that happen.
we have
Uh,
381, but I got 5.6 for sure. Um, where's Bitcoin at? You looked at it lately? Let me check real quick. 24, 24 and a half.
24. Yeah.
Let's keep it.
Yeah.
buy Hut and I mean, you got to buy Hut and pullbacks though at this point in time. Um,
Right.
just buy them off the EMAs. JMIA. Jesus. I did write down flow first on this one. I tried to catch this 3 or 4 times myself, and it really never made the move. And then as soon as you mentioned it, even though it was on the second level, that's when the power move came in.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, it's still some of the calls are a little bearish on it at this point, like 1050. So we might cool down a bit from here.
you want to call it a win?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
we can do
okay,
that.
yeah. Kind. I've been waiting for this one.
Yeah,
This kind of sold me on ER. Wait for him and play the flush, especially if the report's not horrible. Still the way to go. And then if stuff's on the very bottom, it really doesn't matter what the report is. You can still play the flush,
yeah,
because it's gonna check back into that zone usually. Um,
right, for sure. So 1216 4C stands out to me.
that's a good spot here. Um, I still like real estate. This is a better opportunity than it was last week or the week before, even now, in my opinion.
Yeah,
So I'm good with keeping it.
yeah, me too.
Okay. LILM.
All right, so LILM um, leaps to 3 look pretty good. 819 250. It's in the money, but quite a bit there. Still like the sector, the whole defense look. So I'm inclined to keep it.
Okay. I have 350 on my chart. So if we can play this 3 psych to 350, I still like that. Especially in something that longer reads have it going back into it. There's so much range on this dang chart.
Yeah.
It's just a beat down S pack, correct? Correct. Again, has this feel on the weekly. This is a lot of what I like right now. This stuff that's just kind of holding a zone over the last 6 months, like 5 6 months. So I like that. Mo, excuse me, Mo.
Yeah, Mo continues to be really good consumer defensive option, and especially like get a market pullback, it'll move up a bit. So yeah, I still think it's a pretty good spot.
Okay, it's right on my level here. When I first mentioned it, we were at the 40, this 40 whatever down here. Uh, just playing it back to 45 seemed like a no-brainer. Um, 50 is kind of like the end goal. I feel like that'll come back, but I knew we'd get here in the long run. So um,
Yeah.
Matterport.
Let's see.
This play is the one that let me kind of um, well, it's where I figured out that shorts are probably exiting plays and not buyers coming into plays. This is the one that I kind of figured that out.
Yeah. So let me see here. All right, so I've got 7C and 5C on it.
7 and 5. That's interesting numbers. I have 7. Excuse me, 571 as like our level we're confirming here. Um, really don't trust volume profile on this chart because it was pumped, but 7 does stand out, and we just touched that. What did we get to? 745. For me, it needs to be real strong on your end, or I'm kind of want to take the win.
Yeah, we can just call it good.
Okay. MViz. This is the one I expect you to say you're going to be stubborn on. Because it just kind of confirmed the level all week, but it stayed under it. I have 581.
Yeah, I like it to 6.
You want to keep it?
Yeah, we'll keep it.
I like the sector. Nova.
Really nice move, and let me see.
I got 33.85.
So 40C leaps stand out to me. 35P is a really bullish contract for leaps as well. So that's like a in the money put where they just want to control some shares. So still like it.
Yeah, I like the sector as well. Definitely keep. NVEX.
Don't know what to make of it down here. Let me see.
The world's about done with COVID, is what it feels like.
Yeah, I mean,
it really does. I like the setup. If you have 50, that's strong, but
nah, it's kind of like they're just sort of scalping it in the 40s.
Okay.
What it looks like to me.
But the sector, I said I was interested probably a month ago, and I was wrong. This stuff, no one cares anymore.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not promising like, hey, they're gonna solve a world problem. People are like, you're still worried about that? Leave me alone. It's kind of what it feels like.
Right.
Open.
All right. Open 657C 819 look good. So yeah, I think we'll probably keep going from here.
Okay. Oxy.
Yeah, Oxy kind of came right through my zone I look for of 5850. So it was pretty much textbook.
I got 56.53.
Yeah.
I missed it by like 7 cents.
I'll take it off for now because it's just gonna go back down in its zone. So
we'll put it
hit
back
next
on
time.
at 56 for you guys that
Yep.
can't figure that one out.
Yeah.
Play.
Play looks good. Let me see.
I got 44. I know we had 50s before. This is one of the rare charts that gets 3 lines because it moves so goddamn much. Man, 29.99. Yeah, it went to 52.
Yeah, play could go 50 or 60.
Keeping it.
Given what I'm seeing.
You guys have to deal with that one. Sorry. Ride. Oh, that's over here too. High or low is what I have on that note.
Could be 3C. Yeah, 3 looks likely from here.
I'm gonna keep it. Yeah. The weekly's just too good looking on this end. Rocket. Glad I twisted your arm a little on this one last week. It performed well.
Yeah. So yeah, 819, 1150C, 11C. Those stand out.
Keep it. I like
Yeah.
this sector. So, SBSW.
Yeah, gold.
I had a great week and then dropped Thursday into Friday for some reason. It was trending.
Yeah, this one does that. It doesn't quite just go with the sector.
Your weekly's still real good though.
I got Leaps 1250C.
1250, yeah.
Those are good.
I didn't like this last week. Now I like it. Imagine that. Funny how that works.
Yeah.
SD.
All right, so SD, 20C, 25C stand out.
You still like it? I still like it. If you're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stitch Fix. We got 8. 8th level playing 2. We came from 550. But yeah, 8's. That's got to be over here.
650P is bullish. 9P, 8 or 9C, 8C for 819. Those are all bullish.
I like this guy. Keep it. Boom. Shop. $32 to $40 was our channel. We're confirming 40. Pretty much not a number you wouldn't tell me that I wouldn't believe. 70 is what I'm looking for, to be honest.
Yeah, I got 60C on it. 916.
Jesus. All right. We have to keep it then. That's fucking 50%.
Yeah.
I think this is your monkeypox play. SIGA.
Oh yeah. Yeah, could go to 30. 819, 30C. It's pretty popular.
You like it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll keep it.
Okay. Six Flags.
Gave a couple opportunities. The run up and then the oversold flush on it. Kind of done with it for now, but that was a good play.
Yeah, especially since we had 2107 coming out of here. That gave you the perfect ER flush. T-Doc. I'm going to throw that on there. Give me 50.
I got 819, 45C. Stands out.
I like this guy. Perfect. Upstart. I can't figure out if this is just like a short play or people really like this. Can't figure it out.
Yeah. Some 35, some 40. Those do stand out.
Still bullish though, yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's like the best pullback stock. As a red day. Watch it the next day. Upwork. I didn't put lines on this chart. Oh, we
2250C stands out for 1021.
got a higher low here. I mean, it's not. I like it. If you have 25s, I love it. But we could be here for a little while on my end. You want to keep it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Val. Brazilian.
Oh, Vail. Yeah. All right. So feel like leaps on it, like 16,
All right.
18,
Let's keep it.
some 20.
I like this play. Perfect. Wish.
Let's see.
I can't take myself to buy this stock for some reason. I can't.
It's great around 150. I mean, it'll come back. Yeah, I mean, I got some activity to two.
That's what we had last.
This stock is not spectacular, but should be good.
Keep it. Volume's there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then Zillow. Told you this was a $40 stock.
Yeah. I got some activity to 44. That's pretty good.
I like the sector, so I want to keep it on that. I really think it has a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's like $55, $60 stock, but I knew 40 would come. Good to have realistic targets.
Oh, for sure.
All right, let me delete this guy so it's not in my way. Bam. Yes. All right, perfect. All right. You guys don't need that. You can see that. That's fine. All right. I got a monstrosity of a list, but it should be pretty quick because they're all familiarities. ACB was the weed is not only first, but it was the weed play. I think it's in a better spot. With just it's kind of at the top of this gap on the 1 year here at 175, and that goes to pretty much 3. If we're gonna stop anywhere, it's 225, but 3 is what I got on that.
Yeah. So I got a lot of 2C on it, some 250. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think this is just in a better spot than the CGC now.
Yeah.
I do think we're waiting for legislation. Like they're just not. We had to build back better. We had to worry about inflation. We had to do the CHIPS Act. We're probably going to have to do abortion, and then they'll get to weed. But
yeah,
it's just kind of the order it's in. But it feels like promises have been made to those people. So, AMC, where are you at on that? We mentioned this at the right time. Like we were like, it was 15. Like it just felt like it was gonna go. kind of have a 27 to 20 channel here forming, somewhere in that range, maybe 26.
Yeah, it's so much of the activity was weeklies. It's hard to read what's going to carry over. Um, could see 27 or 28 this week.
You don't see that power moving to the 30s though, no, on your end. That's more what I'm.
Um, yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of volume on 8, 19, 30C, so it could definitely happen.
What do you think? Not for us. Worth a gamble. Better for
Oh, I don't know if
notes.
we need to hot list it, but
Okay,
I mean, I think
perfect.
it's definitely worth watching.
So outside of that, give me a percentage on 30 tests this week in your opinion.
Um, I'll go with the bullish percentage on the contract, 54%.
54. I was going to say 60, so I think we're real close there. I like it.
Yeah.
Bumble. This is the chart I feel like I'm going to say to you 3 or 4 times, and then 2 weeks down the road, you're going to come back and say, hey, what do you think about Bumble? I just really
Yeah.
feel like this is the one right now.
Right.
um,
Yeah. Yeah, 35, 8, 19, 35C looks pretty good.
and I have 29 holding here. Like, that's my level. Um, I like where we are. It kind of fits the ER flush part, especially if we play at 29 to 35. Is it strong on your end? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's get it out there. I want to get this one in people's plates. It's good on the share side. Um, another one that you were on for a while. I haven't heard from, but it's broken the line we had, which is donut.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty sure we had leaps on this, but this finally stayed above that at 14 pretty much the whole week. Um, Real tight on the weekly. We're not getting the 12, 13 ads anymore. High 12s, low 13s. Um, which that's just for me. That's anticipation of a bigger move. And I think you had
Yeah.
20s on this.
Um, yeah, so I've got 1750C, some 91620C too.
I got this from you, so your call on it. I just like that it's flipping this level. If you're gonna buy something, you buy it at the bottom, and this 1440 would be the new. It was resistance. It's turning to support.
Yeah, well, we'll go ahead and add it.
Okay. The other one I checked out too, I don't think it made my list, was IMAX, but it's real similar as well. Except I think it had a dip. EVTL, same thing here. Um, it's just turning the 775 into support, damn near 2 weeks. I think you had 12s on these. I could be wrong on that number, but it's not.
Yeah, I got some like 12 leaps to 1250.
Yeah, it's not outrageous now.
Yeah.
um, what would you say? It's flow dependent.
Um,
Flow dependent for me. I just like that it flipped this support to resistance.
yeah. No, I think we get a bounce here, so
All right,
I'm good with it.
TL, perfect. I'm gonna skip Express and keep that in my notes. Figs. What do we do here? What do I have on here? ER. Oh yeah, we're past ER. Um, I have 14, but 20 wouldn't surprise me with this chart, to be honest.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, looking like 1250 or even leaps to 30. Crazy.
yeah. Is your short term? Do you have any number short term on that?
Um, 819 and 916. Those stand out.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna add that one. I just like that company as well. It fits a sector. What do you feel about putting cold on hot list?
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day,
It's at
and
like 12. It's at 12. 10 was the
yeah,
last low. It was right at 10. It was pre-market. It went to like 10.50.
yeah. I mean, definitely, you're going to see this at 14, $15. It's just a question of when. Just depends on gas prices, but yeah, down at all time lows again. So
I had 14s and I finally let them go at 16. Um, but I sat in it for like 7 or 8 days, which I'm gonna do that again. 7 or 8 trading
yeah,
days, and I'm gonna do that again down here. Um, you can be patient with it, in my opinion.
yeah. No, it's a great swing. I like it.
Lucid kind of got past ER, living in the channel. Um, their report obviously is not the greatest, and they really didn't break our lower level, which was 1770.
Yeah,
But we're not getting past that 19 or 20, 19 and a half or 20 level. Just looking for somewhere in the 20s on your end. If not, I'll ask next week.
yeah,
I feel like these guys, FSR, PSNY, they're going to eventually be the main attraction. It just might be closer to September, November, somewhere in
yeah.
that range.
Yeah. Nothing crazy on my end just yet.
Okay. Lyft. What the hell? It just took off on us 2 weeks. It's trying to establish a zone right around 20. Um, your volume profile is closer to 30.
Calls are a little bearish on this one.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I don't like the stock anyway, or the company that much. Um, MGM made it to 35. Do you have more?
All right. So yeah, I've got like 35, 35, 50, 36, kind of just around here. Not seeing much pushing beyond that just yet.
Okay. Um, I think this one is an ER flush. Yeah, MQ looking for 10 or 11. Their report wasn't that bad. I did read this one. Tune made me read this one.
Yeah. Got let's see. The calls are a little bearish on it.
Okay.
I'm not quite seeing the move yet.
Perfect. We might be a little early there. Um, I brought it up earlier as a shitty stock, but we sure gonna talk about it. Just because you brought it to my attention, I brought the level up, and it's stuck there, which is Mullen. That 77 level is just a line in the sand.
Um, yeah. Let's see.
They had some news last week, and it wasn't awful. It was yeah, they had some cash. That was what it was. A lot
Yeah,
of
I got
cash.
819 and 826. 1C.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I
Okay.
like I like when we time things, and I think we got this one. It just fits that.
Yeah.
Professor brought it up. I kind of watched it. They had the catalyst here with the ER. There'll be some stuff. Yeah, it just feels like we got our timing right here. 77 to a dollar or 80 to a dollar is still 20%. Um, from a previous known winner and runner. So I like that. Um,
Yeah.
Nat kind of went to sleep on this one. Um, I had 235, 260, 260. We're confirming that 260 now. We slept on it through the channel though. um, Wondering if you see anything farther than that.
Um, so I've got yeah, like 916 3C. Yeah, pretty good.
You like it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I got 350, and then this thing gets really good. Um, I don't want to say it's like AMRS, but in the stocks that you find, it's like AMRS. They
Yeah.
have nothing to do with anything with the sector or the company or anything like that, but just the way you find the small caps, they kind of all have the same similar feel to them. And this one I think is the next AMRS in my opinion. P I always get this wrong. PTLO. We're going to plan here. I kind of called the 22 flush out of the ER.
Yeah.
I want to know where we're going from here. This is be a long term addition spot for me, especially if flow reads are strong.
So yeah, like 2250C, 30C. Those stand out to me.
All right, I'm gonna add it, fanboy. Just got to figure out what Buffett's buying at, and we'll be good. REI, and it's not the sporting goods place; it's the energy place. I have 250 to $4. Um, nice trend coming out
What
of
is the
the
ticker on this one?
REI.
Oh, REI. Okay.
Yeah, REI.
I thought
It's Ring Energy.
Ring Energy. Great.
All of Shitty Energy was kind of picking up last week, towards the end of the week. All of them, every last one of them. This one was just closest to a level that we've played before.
Yeah, 3C, 350C definitely stand out on it.
We're getting thick this week. A plus.
Yeah.
Okay. We did ride already. Space. I think they're through ER. Yeah, through ER dipped to a level. I have 650 to 880.
Got 750.
A plus or nah? These
Not
would,
quite A plus.
yeah, this would have to be A plus. Um, Perfect.
It'll
SP,
probably go.
it probably will. SPI. If those go though, P, we got all day. Those charts are at the bottom.
Yeah.
This is a solar play, lagging a little bit, but confirming this 215 level, which we have. Sky's the limit on targets for me. So I'm just gonna say
Yeah, I got
$3 for now.
250C and 5C
Yeah,
kind of stand out.
good on your end.
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay, let's grab it. It's a solar play, so
Yeah.
SVM. A lot of
The
this.
silver.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the same themes. It's tapping 277. It's kind of on the other side, but it hit it all last week. Volume profile is closer to 4. It is the upper part of our channel though.
Yeah, it does have some leaps to 5 that look pretty good.
Bam. Let's see. I like that out of the silver place, to be honest. So,
Yeah.
do you get? You do get. I think. Do you get reads on VRM? Trade. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Will you look at that, please?
Yeah. Yeah.
VRM. Because I had it, and then it ran, and then it ER dipped, and it's I don't know. It just has a lot of range. A $2 stock that has dollar range is fucking absurd.
Yeah, it looks good to I got 250.
Is just is it a shitload of volume?
Quite a bit for a stock like it.
All right. Better for notes or hot list? I'll go either way. So.
Um, it's better for notes maybe.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. I'm glad I asked that. I think I got this one from you a while ago. VTNR.
Oh yeah, I remember this one.
ER flush, like from 14 to 8. So I mean, it dropped 50% or 50% here.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
the only reason I'm bringing it up is that it fell through the channel we were in. I don't know if I read the report on this or not. Let me look real quick. Yeah, I probably didn't read this report.
So yeah, I've got 750C, 10C. Look pretty good.
Your call. Your call.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It feels like that's a bit of an overreaction on my end. And last one I got here is Weber. It's in the mentions for possible short squeeze. Ooh, shit! Don't do that. ER Monday going in.
819 10C actually looks pretty good.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. Sweet. That's not a bad list. I like it. Yeah, that's what I got. What about let's do our so we don't forget. Let's do our spy weekly. Um, full disclosure, I didn't look at spy once this week. I
Yeah.
feel real good about that.
Yeah, Spy is in a kind of a full on melt up here.
420s.
RSI is pretty hot, but I mean, you're still kind of getting in front of a freight train when you try to short this, unless you're at some particular spot intraday. Still pretty bullish. It's if you're looking for like a, a pullback spot, could pull back to like 417, 418, something like that to me. Just based on the strikes I'm seeing. Could definitely see this 435, 440 range if the run up wants to continue.
I've pretty much only been doing this for the group, and what we like 3 or 4 weeks in to doing this every week, and I just write down like my note with my notes on Spy, and my note last week was 420 ain't shit, 440, and it's proven right. 440 is the bigger number. 420 wasn't the number. So yeah, 435. That's where I think you're safer to play the downside. I see this continuing though from here. It's got the $8-9 left in it. I don't think it will have as good as a week as last week. That's a pretty big week. What it gapped up on CPI, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
but 440 is your number. For me, that's the line in the sand. Um, yeah, I don't like the chart, but I like I like where it's at right now. If you just look at this thing like on a 20-day, it's not horrible. Um,
Yeah.
413 is kind of what I got right now. Like if we had some oh shit news, that's where I'd be looking to hold. 412,
Hmm.
413. But again, I think we just continue this next week in an uptrend. Kind of made it through all the news catalyst, which the bad news turned out to be good news. When else is 8.5% inflation going to be good news besides in the current fucking world?
Yeah.
Um, or $4 gas be a good thing, but currently
Right.
that's where we are. So, um, yeah, I think we get into the 430s this week. That'd be my bold prediction. I think we get into the 430s, maybe mid 430s this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it. Root reverse split. I got that over here. Did
Oh, nice.
did
Yeah.
you see that? It's 18,
Um.
18 to 1, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll be interesting.
Um, and then ERs. Got a couple of Bitcoin guys this week reporting. Riot, Estig. Um, and why I got and that not a Bitcoin but reporting ASTS. Um, you absolutely killed that play, and that hasn't stopped.
Oh yeah. Wow.
ASTS, yeah. Um, and then the other one I was interested was the FFIE. They report this week too, and I don't think that's done. That's probably going to make my notes, especially down in the 2 and 3 channel. So, um, yeah, that's pretty much what I got on my paper over here.
Yeah. Nice. I think that all sounds good.
Perfect, perfect.
I'll be to work on this, and I'll try to get some sector notes up too.
Yep, yep. I have a game tonight, so my stuff should be out here shortly. I got to get it all done before I leave at like 2 or 3. So I'll be on the early side today. But yeah,
Oh, okay, cool.
yeah, that sounds good. Um, appreciate your time as always. Everyone have a good week out there.
Yep. Take care.